The last time we talked to Barbara Morgan, she was 200 miles above us on the Space Shuttle Endeavour, this teacher astronaut, now happily back on Earth. And Barbara, we welcome you. It's great to talk to you again. And we've been looking at the video here. I want to play this again because the last time I talked to you, you were doing flips with your fellow astronauts, and we sent you a message from your husband, Brown-Eyed Girl. We even got a dance up in space.
Well, good morning, Diane, and good morning, America. It's great to be here, and it was also great to be in space.
Now, as I said to everybody earlier, there are some things that only one of us would tell us about being in space, the things we want to know. And I was looking through your reports, and you said that everybody should know your face puffs up. It's not just your hair that floats, but in zero gravity, a woman would want to know this, that your face also puffs up. Why is that?
Well, first of all, that darn hair, you know, you do the best you can, but it's going to do what it's going to do in space. When you are floating, when you're in a weightless environment, when you're in microgravity, there's no gravity pulling your body fluids towards your feet, and so they all tend to fill up around your face, and that's why everybody looks much puffier in space.
You also said that swallowing is an interesting new sensation, that your insides don't quite work the way you expect them to?
You know, that was very interesting to me, and I don't know if that happens to everybody, but I do know that as part of the whole, as the human body gets used to being in a weightless environment and those fluids are shifting up towards your head, peristalsis, you know, which is what gets everything, your food and everything moving down through your system, shuts down for, I don't know how long. For me it was a couple days. And the first couple days when I really could only take in fluids, I didn't really want to eat solid foods, and it just felt like everything kind of stopped right here, like I was full from here to here.
Well, again,
but in a couple days it got better.
Yeah, that's gravity at work. We never think of all the ways gravity is helping us just swallow.
It's amazing, but gravity also helps when you're in space too. The lack of it, you know, you kind of get this natural facelift, which is kind of nice too.
That's worth flying up 200 miles for, let me tell you. You were so poetic about the fact that every 90 minutes, of course, you're circling the globe. So when you try to sleep, you're going to get sunlight every 90 minutes if you don't close the window. But you would go to the window and look out, and that would be your private moment, going 17,500 miles per hour in your gentle spaceship. What were you thinking about looking out your window?
You know, that really was one of my favorite things to do, and just as everybody was getting into bed, and if this was on the mid-deck of the space shuttle, I would close the cover that goes over that window so that the light wouldn't wake us up every 90 minutes. And I would just steal those few moments and look out. And one of my favorite times, it was nighttime as I was ready to close the window. But off in the distance, this tiny blue line appeared, marking the beginning of sunrise. And that blue got thicker and thicker, and just an amazing array of colors of blue. I don't think I've seen that many colors of blue in my life. And as that was happening, the sun was reflecting on the solar arrays, which are there on the space station tracking the sun, moving very slowly. And they turned into this brilliant, brilliant gold that shined like the filaments in your toaster does. They were just shining, only instead of being that orange color, they were a brilliant gold. And what I love best about all that, as the sunrise came up, it's very quiet because everybody was just getting to sleep, so there wasn't any human noise. There's this whirring of our fans and equipment on board, but since you're floating, you're not attached to anything, so you're not feeling those vibrations through your body, and it was so quiet, and you're just gently sailing over the Earth. It was amazing. Just as if it's your universe, your Earth. Well, you said this wonderful thing, I want to get some stardust on me, and you got stardust on you. Welcome back to terra firma. And again, Barbara Morgan makes it so magical to remember why we go up into space. Thank you. It's great to see you. Thanks, Diane. I hope everybody gets to get stardust on them. That would be a great thing, at least through you, spiritually. Coming up next, what will I be wearing this